Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. When you feel low, you can still go. Go when you feel slow, you can still go. Go when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to, well, it's Tuesday night, and we all know what Tuesday means. It's In My Opinion Day with me, Pro, from the Pro Wrestling Show, or Dave, or whatever the fuck you want to call me. I don't care. Call me Pro. And of course, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be having a special guest again, who's been on the show before, Dad World Order podcast. And it looks like we have 2 out of the 3 sitting in the lobby. I'm going to go ahead and just have them sit there for a little bit because I want to ask you guys how you're doing today. No, I'm just kidding. They're going to come in right now. All right. Please welcome Brando and Mike, Mr. Magnificent.
Put the kids to
Yo.
bed. Dad's home.
Let's go. What's going on, guys?
What's up, Pro? Long time no see, stranger.
Yeah, I know, right?
We
I
were
was
hanging
just
out the
on
other
their
day.
show yesterday, guys. Literally on their show yesterday.
It was day
And,
before yesterday, but
It was the day before? Sunday.
yeah, Sunday.
The days just, they just roll in, man. They just roll in.
Right on. Oh, well, Big Rig's running a few minutes late. He just got home from work, so he'll be in studio as soon as he gets set up.
Awesome. All right. Well, in the meantime, I never have any idea what we're going to talk about on here.
Did you watch
So-
Monday Night Raw?
Did I watch Monday Night? Did I watch Monday Night Raw? Yeah, unfortunately, I did. And
Unfortunately,
yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like it. Did you guys like it?
well, I always like that when we get Kevin Owens. I'm a big Kevin Owens fan, especially this iteration of Kevin Owens. And seeing all those guys in the ring together and like, wow, man, that is just a team of badass dudes. So I guess I'm just kind of caught up in that aspect of it. I'm just enamored with, this collection of teams that they're putting into war games. So
Yeah, I guess the War Games hype is pretty cool, but my boy Ali getting the short end of the stick lately.
man, what a shame, dude, because I mean, the guy just can go out there and put on great match after great match. And I mean, it looks like he gets darn near murdered out there, and still keeps coming back. There's a foot. Where's the
Nice shot
shoe?
of a foot.
He is our technological disabled member of the
Oh,
team.
I was gonna say he's coming up fine.
Yeah, I know. He struggles with that kind of thing.
Well,
How do I forward an email?
he's
He's some people are wise beyond their years. He's just old beyond his years. He's like an 82-year-old man in a 32-year-old body. I don't get it. I love him
wow.
though. Kindest soul
Yeah.
you ever meet in your life.
Yeah, he seemed nice,
Hands down.
man. I mean, he needs to save the feet like footage for
Yeah,
like
that's for his
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans page. I mean, you
Right.
can't be giving that stuff away for free,
He's giving away now. People just screenshot this live stream and
right?
it's over now.
Yeah, bootleg Brando.
Bootleg Brando.
uh,
But no, I don't like the way they're doing Ali, man.
no.
100%.
I saw a tweet just before saying, if I was Ali, I'd ask for my release again.
Yeah. I mean, how
He's
many
getting killed by everybody.
this dude is he can't even sit down and relax after a match, and he gets beat up by Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. He's
Like,
a mauling. It's not even a beating.
yeah, and then I had a problem with that too. It's like I've seen that. I swear I've seen that. That was literally last week.
Yeah.
You
Like the
know,
same
like
thing. Like, why are they punishing this guy? Hopefully, I mean, it's almost to the point though, to where it's like,
is he
it's
in on
becoming
it?
noticeable that he's getting beaten down week after week after week. So is this part of a storyline? You know what I mean? Is he getting beaten down like this for a reason?
Maybe we're gonna get like a comeback story, a little bit of David and Goliath.
Yes.
Did David win that fight?
Yes.
Okay.
Wouldn't be much of a story if he didn't. The little
Yeah,
guy
that's true.
conquers the
That's
big
true.
guy.
Because Ali
biblical.
is, yeah, Ali is David in this scenario, and
Everybody else is Goliath.
yeah, even Ricochet, man,
Apparently.
it looked like he was just getting the shit kicked out of him. It
Oh,
wasn't
but
really
what a
much of a
great
match.
though, dude. I could watch those two go night in and night out.
Me too, but it just seemed like I knew what the outcome was gonna be.
Yes.
Like if it was just a match that they put together just for us fans, like to have a good time and shit like that, I would be like, hell yeah, they're gonna put on a clinic. But
I don't know. I thought they told the story pretty well enough to where I mean, the false finishes were good, and I mean the spots in there were huge. So
I just knew from like the taped up rip or the
they're
whatever.
selling the hell out of that.
I was like, yeah, this is obviously gonna be him losing. Anybody with taped up anything is gonna lose.
I don't know. Sometimes they do that to to try to make them seem weaker. That way, the comeback and the victory seems that much bigger.
Look, look who it is. Big Rig.
Hello.
Yo, Brando is here, and
Dude,
then
I almost wore that shirt.
I was wondering if we were going to end up wearing the same shirt. I was like, nah, Michael probably wear the Acclaimed, if anything.
Yeah.
Is that a Scott Hall shirt?
Yeah, got it in the Pro Wrestling Crate last night. Go watch our unboxing video on our YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Scott Hall, bad guy. 58.
Nice,
22.
bro. You
Yeah,
guys need to send me links for the YouTubes.
Okay.
I will send you links. I will send you all the links.
Awesome. I need to get into that more. What's up, Hazel? Welcome in, bro.
That was actually our first unboxing video. So if anybody has any comments on how to make that better, or if we were shitty with it, please let us know.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good crate, though. Pretty good crate.
Well, I have to tune in definitely. Tell WWE doesn't need Goldberg. I don't think anybody really needs Goldberg.
No,
It's
no.
I feel like that's a bit of a trolley comment right there, but you never know. Some people just really like Goldberg.
Like, I mean, maybe to move my furniture. That's about it. Like,
Yeah, I mean that ship has sailed. Hopefully, with Vince being gone, those days of trying to push those guys down our throats are, every once in a while if the story tells it, but don't just bring him in to bring him in.
Well, that was his kind of his ace in the hole. Not necessarily a real one. When he didn't know what else to do, like, oh, who do I, put the belt on? Goldberg sounds good. It's safe bet.
Goldberg versus Ali, print the money now.
Oh my
Oh
God.
God.
If
Yeah,
Ali
Big Rick-
goes over, yes.
Big Rick, we
By
were
all
just talking
means.
about that. What do you think about the whole Ali situation?
See, I thought it was going in a good direction, but now I'm not 100% sure. Like, it was like at first, like when they first started telling the story, like I got it. I mean, as soon as Ali had that match with his first match with Bobby, where he passed out in a hurt lock,
Hmm.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I understand what Ali's trying to do. I don't think the crowd there got it because they're
Yeah.
so like WWE crowds are so conditioned to, oh, here's a big meaty meat man. He's going to beat up this little skinny nerd. And, that was
Yeah.
what they were like. Yeah, Bobby. And no, Ali's telling a story of, no, I'm not going to fucking give up. So I feel like the last couple weeks, like they've been doing a really good job. Like he went and wrestled Ricochet and, keeping that going. And then I don't know where they're going with it. He just keeps getting this. I mean, maybe it pays it off. I mean, I'm more liable to give Triple H a little more leeway than I would Vince, which granted Ali wouldn't even be on TV if Vince was there.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm a little worried.
Me
But
too.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was wondering if, it's becoming so blatantly obvious that he's taking these beatings week after week after week. Is it going to be a thing where, have a payoff? It's a part of a storyline. And again,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I give Triple H more credit than, it's got to be out. It's got to be for a reason.
And think about this. What if they're doing this so that us fans will be like, oh, free Ali, and then they use that as a storyline?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like
You think that's too much?
I mean, I could see it as a storyline, but I don't think enough people would get it. To the point where like they're trying to bring in the casual fans. Like we saw that with, Logan Paul and everything like that. Like they'll play to the smart mark crowd a little bit, but like that's like super smart mark crowd. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah. Just to me. But I don't know. I mean, maybe this does have a payoff. I mean, I kind of thought like the triple threat should be a fatal 4-way since Ali's been like the underdog. Oh, he won't quit. But honestly,
We still have SmackDown.
I think Austin Theory might fucking get the belt back on Saturday. I think he might get the United States title. I really do.
I'm
Then do
not
we
a big
see
Austin
Seth get
Theory
pushed
guy.
to the main?
I'm not saying it's a great
main event?
idea, but I think it's very viable.
How does Ali recover after losing so much and getting beaten up like a child? More bandages? I don't know.
By somehow getting himself inserted into that triple threat for the United States Championship.
But that's the thing. I feel like that would have been like a segment later on Raw if you were going to do that. But then again, they are revealing Bianca's team's last person on SmackDown, which why? Like
It's Cha-Cha Banks, isn't it?
no.
No, May.
It's Becky Lynch, isn't it?
That is the rumor. That's the rumor.
The rumor
But
has it.
The rumor has it.
the funny thing is that that just came out, and if it's not Becky Lynch, whoever comes out, everybody's going to be disappointed. Like
Which
it
is
could,
weird.
Ray injured.
she was, but it's like Candace made the most sense because
And she'd been in War Games
Damage
before.
Control took her out, but she was legitimately injured, so that was a way for them to take her off TV. So like,
Okay.
Which is weird. The last time we saw Becky, she was still healing it up. So I wonder.
not necessarily. I
can
mean,
they
the end of
just-
that match at SummerSlam, she was, I felt like there was like the show of respect there between her and, because that's when Damage Control debuted, was right after that match.
Right.
So,
Toe
I mean,
says
yeah.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Ooh.
I mean, I think that would be awesome. Because I mean, Raquel's been in War Games matches, and she'd be
God.
Yeah,
she's a
yeah.
beast.
Her
Go up
against
against Rhea.
but that's the thing, is it's Mia against Rhea. Like, that's the story. So putting Raquel in there just.
You mean Michin?
Yeah, I think you mean
No,
Michin
they
now.
took that away again already.
Wow.
They gave her a name
Just
back.
kidding.
Just kidding. People didn't like that.
That's
Which,
all
hey,
SRS.
to Triple H's credit, at least he listens. Vince would have been like, fuck, I'm gonna give her a worse name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's Candice LeRae or Becky. But I mean, SRS did
Does that
like
mean
a
we're
whole
getting a
thing
face
on
Becky back? Like,
what's that?
That's what I'm saying.
would that mean we're getting face Becky back then?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, she's
We're gonna
coming
get the
back
man?
for face for sure. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, good.
I
guess.
think and I was thinking about this the other day. We have yet to see Becky Lynch not under Vince McMahon's booking.
Yep.
Like, SummerSlam was technically Triple H at the reins, and like they had a banger of a match, but we haven't seen her in like storyline, not in Vince's booking. So it's like, this could be really awesome.
There's
know what I
one
mean?
person that we're not mentioning. Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it very well could be. It could be a giant swerve. It just doesn't super make any sense because I don't really think she has that much of a beef with anyone.
I think she's coming
Nothing
for
makes
Ronda.
sense. None of it would make sense.
I think it's going to be Becky. And that's just because usually when Fightful Select posts like a big article about it, like, hey, they wanted her to come back, that's usually like, we know she's coming back, but we can't confirm it.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, does that totally like diminish the fucking element of surprise or surprises to anybody? I feel like I was talking about this with somebody else, but they constantly ruin everything by hinting that people are returning.
Well,
you kind of know that.
I'll say this: like the post about Becky Lynch on Fightful Select, there's a giant thing before you read anything that says potential spoilers. If you don't want them, don't read it. I'm just,
but it's kind of
curious.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of irrelevant when the headline is, Becky Lynch may return.
No, that wasn't the headline. It was just possible return for WWE star.
Oh, I mean, possible may show up, possibly show up.
But that's you didn't see Becky Lynch's name until you clicked on the article. Now, granted, every other dirt sheet website probably subscribes.
That's what I'm saying.
To that,
like,
and then
Wrestling Observer did that. They did just that. They said Becky Lynch will return.
No, we'll see. That's just going to depend on what, website or dirt sheet you're reading, and how they present their stuff, I don't have Fightful. I use Wrestling Inc., which is, I don't know.
Are they
quote
Are they
Fightful
reliable?
No, I mean, I take what they say with a grain of salt, and I usually run it by Eric. because he's got the
I
Fightful.
just like, I mean, and I'm not saying, everybody has to, subscribe to Fightful or, whatever.
See, I posted this on my. I don't know if you guys can read that. I posted that on my Instagram page not
Yeah,
too
I
long
did.
ago, and it says WWE's Becky Lynch to return soon, planned for a War Games match.
Huh. It was you. Spoiler.
yeah, look at you, dirt sheet boy.
I'm not a dirty boy. Oh, you said dirt sheet.
Dirt sheet boy.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Speaking of dirt sheet boy, where's Brando? Is he okay?
His phone died. He sent a message with lots of expletives. I read it
he was
in
not
Abraham
happy.
Simpson voice.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's Becky, and yeah, it ruins the element, but that's the age of social media, man. Like, it's you just need to not be on it if you don't want stuff spoiled for you, because not everybody's going to be like, hey, potential spoilers, because everybody wants clicks and this and that.
Yeah, I thought like the Gargano thing was handled really well.
Oh yeah,
Except for the whole him versus Omos. I was
Oh
like,
my-
sweet, we're gonna get
Oh.
Gargano versus Miz. And they were like, psych. Omos. Why?
I don't see
But
anything about this being okay. Like, people can be like, oh, just let it play out. No, nothing about that. No. Just no.
Just
Nope.
no. You can't even give it a chance.
No.
Are you that against Omos? I mean, I'm not saying I'm an Omos fan, but
I'm against Omos destroying a guy who was like the heart and soul of NXT for 5-6 years.
What reason
And-
does that serve?
And they gave him a new version of Rebel Heart that sounds like dog shit.
Yeah.
so what's the fucking difference that everybody's so on about with Triple H being in the creative? Like, as far as everything goes, it still feels like we have the same complaints as we did when Vince McMahon was in charge. Like
Not as many. Not nearly as many. No,
Okay, I hardly even. It got to the point it was hard to watch the shows on Monday and Friday nights, man.
Yeah.
So I mean,
like,
know,
but
at
like
least
the
now I'm wanting to
Omos
tune
and
in again.
Gargano thing, that sounds like something like Vince would do.
and
then
that's
name
it's
change.
like a shade of Vince, but it's not the entire show. I mean, when Vince was in charge, it was that all the time. It
No,
was
I
Mustafa
agree.
Ali losing in Chicago to T-Bar. Like,
Braun Strowman
I
flipping
agree,
over
but
tech
like
trailers.
I thought the whole point of him taking over was to just get rid of that whole even a little bit of shade of what Vince McMahon was.
I agree. I mean, I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect. I mean, you've seen TK do stuff that we're like, really?
Right.
Like the Bow Wow and Jade thing on Wednesday? Like, we're really doing that?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad when she pump kicks that kid in the face.
That's fine, but if that's where I want it to end. I don't
Mhm.
need to see him get in a program with Swerve, who
Let's-
just came off of a tag team title program.
Let's go Bow Wow.
Oh,
Lord.
Yes. In my opinion, Bow Wow is going to be the best wrestler out there.
That's
Hold
like
on.
when Master
Let
P
me
was
let me
on
go to the
Nitro.
comments.
I
real
want to
quick
I want to
before
see
you
Bow
guys
Wow
think
versus
about
Logan Paul. That's what I want to see right now. Forbidden
Chris
Door.
says from Dunmark's podcast, I agree, Dave. Things felt different for a little bit, but lately seems like Vince is running things again. Just
I
seems
mean, we're
like
getting
it.
War Games.
I don't know. I feel like the honeymoon phase is kind of, fading a little bit, because it's like my bar for WWE was so low that Triple H just had to do like basic things, basic storytelling, and I was like, this is great.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, I expect more out of you.
Yeah.
Keep elevating your product, please. I wouldn't go as far as to say it feels like Vince is running things again. I mean, I don't know, Raw feels that way just because
There's no champion.
it's a 3-hour show. There's no champion. I mean, Seth Rollins can try to make the United States title feel relevant as much as he wants. It's still a mid-card title. I'm sorry.
And he wasn't
It
even
is.
there on Monday.
Jeez. Who was? I didn't. Who was?
He
See
it?
was
Rollins.
via satellite.
Yeah.
He wasn't there?
No, he was, well, via satellite.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Do you notice the fucking colors? The Joker colors in the background?
of what, Seth?
That,
Yeah. Yeah, when he
I
was
just thought it
cutting
was
that.
a background. I didn't pay that much attention to it.
No, I didn't either. Huh.
I said on the
Um,
live stream, it's like if Joker and the Riddler had a baby, it would be
Yeah.
Seth Rollins.
Right.
Yep.
That cackle.
Yeah. I don't know. It just kind of feels like the same to me. And that's just an observation I've had for a little bit. I really don't see a difference. I would say this, the only difference I've seen on a show is SmackDown. SmackDown feels like a completely different show than what it
SmackDown's
was.
relevant. Yeah. SmackDown is actually worth watching,
That-
but that's
They get the champion.
that and Sami Zayn.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. And Bray Wyatt. I mean, he's
Bray Wyatt.
exclusive. Yeah.
Yes.
I was shocked. Well, I shouldn't say so. I was surprised, like, USA wasn't like, hey, like, can we
We want a
have
piece of that,
someone,
too.
please? But then again, Fox is a much larger company. So,
What's going on, La Flaca? Welcome
La
in.
Flaca,
Flocka.
Spanish.
Number
for-
one fan. She's like the only
The
one to buy
Flaca.
merch from me.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
And flaunt it online. It was so dope.
Dope.
But yeah, how long? Okay, so with this Bray Wyatt thing too going on with him, how long do you think before people just get like their attention span just shuts off and they're like, okay, I really don't care what's happening anymore?
I was like that after like the first 2 weeks because I was like, can we do something? You know, like I'm glad he's back, but I don't need, you know, a 5-minute promo at the end of the show. Like it was a slow burn, but like, okay, we got to go somewhere. This the slim, nice. All right, awesome. But yeah, I mean, I really liked this thing with LA Knight. Like, I legitimately text Mike. I was like, well, this guy, like, he makes me believe that he could actually like murder a person in the ring, and
Yeah.
Like he
You
is
know.
scary.
like he is unhinged. I mean, LA Knight was a weird pick for a first feud, but I'm not like mad about it. At least he's not near the title.
You know what? Me neither. I actually like the fact that they're using LA Knight. Like that's the best way to use LA Knight at the moment.
well, and he's
You know what
such a
makes
far
sense to me?
cry from Bray, too.
Yeah, and he's so like cocky and confident that he's like, I'm not
completely
scared of you. I don't fear you.
right.
I
it's
think,
like
you know, it complements Bray so well, you know.
yes.
And it's a younger guy, a lesser known guy, you know, to the, you know, the average fans out there, of the WWE universe. And you know, I'm with
Uses
Eric.
universe
it was
unironically?
slow burn was a little too slow. So I'm glad that we're finally getting some actual action out of him and some progression there, because it was like the same thing week after week, you know, 5-minute promo, little creepy video, cut
Yeah.
the lights.
Now that's the thing. Are we getting an LA Knight Bray match at Survivor Series? Because I can't imagine they're going to add too many more matches, because those War Games matches are going to be long.
Yes. And we've got the triple threat and AJ and Finn.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on the card?
Ronda Rousey and Shotzi.
Oh, that's right.
I have a feeling they could if it wasn't because you know how they are. Not every match is gonna be like 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
I think they could fit in a Bray Wyatt and LA Knight if they really wanted to.
Yeah, and I don't know that it's gonna go. That's not gonna be a super long match. That's gonna be like, and I don't want it to be like Bray's a superpower or something. But I mean, we very well could get an Uncle Howdy debut, Bo Dallas. Bo Levers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think it's Bo Dallas?
I mean, they could be putting the earring on him on purpose just to make people think otherwise. I don't know. I mean,
Call it wishful thinking.
but yeah, I don't know. I hope that like I'm glad they're giving Bray, his creative control, but like let's not give Bray complete creative control, because I think he probably is going to get in his own way a little bit, because he's going to want to make this like a movie or something, and it's not that. It's pro wrestling.
Optive word wrestling. Gotta have some wrestling in there.
Yeah,
right. He's literally though got like the Marvel guy behind him.
Oh yeah.
No, I know that. Like his feuds, I feel like, are definitely going to be way more story based than they are in ring. Not saying he's a bad in ring performer, because he's a pretty good performer, but he's definitely going to do the long term storytelling stuff, and that's fine. Just don't let it get out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Young Wolf? What's going on, Tommy T? I'm actually like ashamed of Vince for ruining the Fiend like he did, because to me it felt like he had his Undertaker. He didn't want to have another one.
Yep.
Like
that's a very good shout. I've never thought of it that way, but that makes a lot of sense.
Because it like the way he just straight up demolished any character build up that guy had was unbelievable. From losing to Goldberg, that was the turning point.
Yep.
Hell in a Cell 2019, man.
And that too.
Say it every time. That was so bad. And that's where the Fiend went wrong, is they made him this impossibly strong being, and him being beat was like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So yeah,
they could have built that up a little bit longer with him, and they could have had themselves not necessarily like another Undertaker, but something close to it. Something esque to it, like. And you could have done something where, I mean, is the Undertaker the only one that needs the streak?
No, I think you could do another streak. I mean, fuck, they're doing it with Jade. I mean, granted, it's just a regular match one, but
ooh, that's a good question. I should ask you guys though.
It's still cool.
I've been wanting to ask you guys this, or I've been wanting to ask somebody this for a while on a podcast, in the chat, whatever. But do you guys think that the Undertaker's career wouldn't be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Prominent? Is that the word? Prestigious. Would you think it would be so prestigious if he didn't have
the streak?
That streak? Or do you think he'd be just some other guy if he didn't?
It would take a little off of it, but I mean, that's not what I remember him for. That was a big part of him.
Right.
And it was cool. But man, he did some really cool stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I remember it from day one on. So, I mean, seeing just the longevity of that character, and he stayed relevant and just recreated himself. And I mean, I think that's
American Badass Taker was awesome. Right. Like just he was able to.
Streets, just a side note to a legendary career.
Mm-hmm.
That was him just being him when he was the American Badass.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, like I said, I think it would take some off of it for sure, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a footnote in the whole, paragraph, really, of what his career was to me anyway. I mean, other people may feel differently, but
Did they ever say like was a streak planned or was that just something that kind of happened organically?
I would assume that it happened organically because he probably won like his first like 4 or 5, and then they were kind of like, well, let's keep going. What the heck?
Yeah.
And it was kind of the right person has to come along to beat him.
When did it start becoming like, oh damn, he's got a streak? Was it with Randy Orton?
Legend Killer, maybe.
Yeah,
it might have been.
Do you remember that? Like, I feel like it wasn't really that. They didn't show it off until.
I would say like Legend
17-0.
Killer gimmick was probably, yeah.
I was like, yeah, because I don't remember any other time, like looking back at a WrestleMania where they're like, oh my god, he's 11-0. It's like, is somebody finally gonna beat him?
Right.
Taker did put on some crazy Hell in the Cell and
yeah,
casket
man.
matches.
I mean, that was him and Foley.
Yeah,
King of the Ring '98. That was one of my all-time favorite matches.
Oh shit, yeah. I can't see comments, by the way. I couldn't last time either.
Oh, you can't?
Nah.
Here we go. Next time a comment pulls up, we'll do that. Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, I mean, I loved. That's a core wrestling memory for me is watching that match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's part of what made me love Mick Foley. I was like, this guy's a freaking nut. Like, he is not quitting. And then the video shot of him with the tooth falling out of his mouth or out of his nose, and just awesome. I love him.
Tongue through the lip.
Oh God, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's my
No
guy,
way.
man. Have a nice day.
That's awesome. Fucking with man, there was a question I wanted to ask because it had something to do with War Game. Well, the Survivor Series coming around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked me the other day, I think it was last night, and they were like, do you think they should do the War Games and the same old Survivor Series format at the same time? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, let me think about that for a second. But I mean, well, I'm thinking, yeah, Young Wolf. That's pretty much what I was saying. I mean, all the world titles he had. I mean, and just the countless amount of people that he worked with, and all of them were awesome. You know what I mean? Like in his younger days, working against, Kane and
Giant Gonzalez.
That whole Giant Gonzalez was probably top, 1 or 2 for me.
I mean, he had to make him look good, so
That's true.
or try his best to make him look good.
But like Taker and Rey Mysterio, Taker and Shawn Michaels, Taker and Mick Foley, like
one of my favorite matches of WrestleMania 25.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's just just the fact that he could go out and have these awesome matches and feuds with so many different people, and then the character itself just did, not many others like him.
But yeah, and it's a shame. Like, will we ever get a character again like Taker, where we look back at everything that he's done in 30 plus years, like that? I mean, we have Chris Jericho, and I wish Brando was here so he could back me up on this. But
I did see something about Chris Jericho in the feeds today about him applying for a patent for
Seltzer something.
Seltzer boy,
Seltzer man,
Seltzer man,
and Christery. What is it? Christery?
Yeah.
Instead of history, it's Christery. It'll be over too. You know it will be.
He
It'll be a
he's
t-shirt.
remember when he
one thing I'll
tried to
say about him is that he's very. I don't think he's. I think he's out of touch with reality sometimes, and what he thinks will get over.
remember when he tried to get GFY over?
Yes.
Made a shirt out of it.
Yeah.
How many you think of those sold?
He's like my dad trying to be hip.
Yeah,
Like
he
that's
is,
what it
and a
feels
lot
like.
of his stuff. It's just like, are you though? He's that. I mean, like just even with his ring, like his entrance gear and stuff. Like he just looks like a dad that like started a rock band when he was 45 and is like, yeah, man.
Started working on his garage, a la American Beauty.
Yeah.
Like the Painmaker gimmick. Like, dude,
Oh, that was pretty cool.
You draw crosses on your eyes. That's all you do.
I like
I
the
don't know.
Painmaker.
Jericho's
I like the Painmaker.
this.
I don't get the bat thing though. That's another thing.
He loves
Lloyd.
Floyd. I'll tell you.
Floyd, yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jericho will definitely go down as one of those, like, and you know who another one is that's going to be like that is Matt Hardy. That dude has gotten over darn near every gimmick he's ever done.
True that.
Big Money Matt wasn't really for me, but everything else.
Yeah, I was about to say Big Money Matt kind of sucked in my opinion.
No, I agree, but I'm saying majority. I mean, there's stuff that Jericho's done that sucked too.
I really don't like this jazz thing. I've never liked it, and especially because to me,
I understand why he did it. It's just
right
over trolling, sports entertainers or whatever.
No, I get that, but it's kind of weird. I think the timing is off because it would have made more sense if he would have done that when WWE was really sucking and they were doing those stupid changes. But now, like we were talking about earlier, now that everything's kind of sort of changing over there, it seems kind of it falls flat.
It
really
fell flat. He started it before Vince retired. And that's where it kind of took a bit of a dive is when Triple H took the reins, and it's like, hey, we're not, we're allowed to say wrestler now. They couldn't really take those digs at him anymore.
Exactly. Right. So what that's a thing. It's like now it doesn't have a punch to it anymore. Because we got the hat.
I love this hat. Yeah, and that's where I kind of said that on our show on Sunday. Like Jericho doesn't know when to stop. Like he does stuff that's really good, and then he takes it one step too far, and it's like, you should have stopped here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought Blood and Guts should have been the end of that feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really did. I was there for that. I'm like, wow, what a great way to close off that feud.
Right.
And like, you don't need to do anything else.
By all means, that should have been the payoff for that feud.
And he said, "Psych, I'm gonna get the Ring of Honor championship and fucking face I almost called them BCC. Wait, yeah, BBC.
You almost called him
not
BBC.
To be confused.
BBC.
That is Mike's gimmick, sir.
Oh, you like British news too?
No, he likes his big black cup.
Oh,
big black cup.
Big black cup.
Big black cup.
Memes have been made. They're not allowed to be shared on social media though.
Not safe for work.
But yeah, he takes them all like with he tapped to Eddie at Revolution, and then kind of that's what led to Blood and Guts eventually. And then we continued after Blood and Guts and had the Barbed Wire Everywhere match, which Jericho won, which made no effing sense. Like Eddie had him about to tap out on the top of the cage, and then Daddy Magic tapped out. Okay, if you're going to do one more match, then Eddie should get his, I got him finally. Again,
Why?
Which really, there was no reason to continue it because Eddie already tapped it. It just...
Yeah.
That was the thing with him and MJF too. It just
Yeah.
kept
Yep.
going.
MJF
It
beat
just
him
kept
3
going.
times. There's
And
a
yeah,
shirt.
even MJF was like I think it was a shoot when he was cutting that promo. He's like, how many times do I have to do this?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like how many times do I have to beat you? And then you win at All Out. What? Just to
Then it's
feed?
over.
Yeah, just to feed your ego. Just
Yeah.
to be like, haha, yeah,
It does get
I
to
went
feel like
over
that
the young
sometimes.
talent. Because at the
And
time he was
why?
like,
He doesn't need to. Chris Jericho
Right.
doesn't need a title, and he doesn't need to win every time.
And I'll
I'm
say
sorry,
this
win
a
every
million
feud.
times. I understand why he has the Ring of Honor title. Tony wants a TV deal, put it on somebody that people know.
Mhm. That's why he was just on Fox with the Masked
Masked
Singer.
Singer and all that. Yep.
So you think you want to be a Masked Singer?
that was
Uh,
embarrassing.
love you, Brando. Yeah, Brandon is the youngest of the 3 of us, but he's also like 85 in his head.
I said
Yeah,
82.
that's
but
what Mike was saying. That's what
Yeah.
Mike was saying. He was having some
Um,
technical difficulties early. He's like, how do I work this?
I believe Mike said yes the other day, like Brandon wanted something, and Mike was like, "Learn how to forward an email, and we'll talk," or something like that.
Damn.
he was talking trash about because
Oh, that's what it was.
Jericho. I'm sure. per
Oh
usual.
yeah, that
He
was
going on about
crazy.
being the best.
That was crazy on Sunday. I
Yeah.
guess that's why I brought him up today, because I just got to know why you guys don't like him.
Well, it's not that I don't like him. I just like he's just so over the top with liking him. It makes you want to just argue against it. You know what I mean? Eric's point is with he's a big Eddie Kingston fan.
Mhm.
I actually like both parties, so I just enjoy the.
And it's
just
not
enjoy
that
the back and forth.
I dislike Jericho. Like, I have my type of wrestling that I prefer, and Eddie to me is a very authentic person and wrestler, and I love that. So,
Yeah.
and it's a fun feud for us to have.
If we can circle back to with people saying about WWE and saying that these changes, I think nothing in WWE is going to feel like it's changed until they do something about the Roman Reigns situation. Until, like Eric said, we get a championship, the major championship belt on the 3-hour show. It's just going to continue to feel off.
Right. Dave, did you see that Hazel got shot by that super? No. Is there a video? Because I heard you guys talking about it last night, but I didn't see
What's
the
that?
video. If you find the video, send it to me. I want to see Hazel get kicked in the fucking face. That's my buddy from another podcast.
Right on.
He just recently went on. He was at a show doing commentary and interviewing people, and I guess during one of his interviews, he got super kicked in the face.
Yes.
Straight up in the jaw. It was and we didn't get to see the video of him getting super kicked, just the aftermath of him going, "Ah," and then interviewing a guy right after.
That's great.
But,
I did enjoy Sheamus beating the hell out of Dominic Mysterio on Monday.
Oh, that brogue kick, just caving his chest in.
Oh,
that was awesome.
What does he call them where he has them, in the ropes and beating their chest in? What's that called?
I know there's a name for it. I just know it's his
Irregardless.
signature.
Daddy
thing.
time. I don't know.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I can't stand
Bells
I
of
can't
Dublin
stand
or
Dominic,
something.
guys. I can't
I
handle
know.
hearing his
Hold
name.
on. I will
Sheamus
say
beat-
one thing. I cannot I've said this for a long time. I cannot effing stand that Dominic Mysterio is on the main roster. He should have been in NXT from he should have done the
From the
thing with
jump.
his dad when they brought him in, and then go to NXT and learn how to do stuff. But
that's it.
I will give him, and this is a small amount of credit, he did a really good job in that match being a chicken shit heel.
Yes, he did.
I'll give him that.
All right. Well,
But
that's it, guys.
The The problem I have is when he pins AJ fucking Styles on national television.
I hate it.
Like that.
I fucking hate it.
Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, that made me irate. He
Am
also
I missing something? Am I missing something with him?
They think he's a good heat magnet. To me, it's like Sammy Guevara heat. Just get the F off my screen. Like, it's
Yep.
not, I don't hate your character. I genuinely just don't like you. Like,
Yep.
please go away.
And I don't know if it's his fault or the way they're booking him.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've seen people who are like, oh, he got such good heat last night in that promo. And I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck
because nobody
off.
wants him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, such good
This
heat.
it just sounds awkward. He just sounds like a boy amongst men.
Say hi to my deadbeat dad.
Yeah,
say
Like, dude, your dad's one of the greatest men in professional wrestling history. Shut the fuck up.
Deadbeat
Yes.
dad. You're literally you're coattailing off of anybody you come in contact with, and
Right.
he's a deadbeat. Get the fuck out.
Like,
of
at
here,
this
man.
point, if he ever wears that mask, I'm gonna be irate. Like,
I'm
unless
gonna,
something
I'm gonna be so mad if they pass down the if he ends up passing down the mask to him.
I-
honest to God.
unless I
What if
mean,
he, like,
unless
goes away
something
for, like-
drastically changes.
He goes away and like earns his stripes and then comes back with the mask.
If he gets better,
Something like that.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. I'm okay with that. Promo wise, he even fucked up. Like, I'm at the point now where I nitpick everything that dude does.
Yeah,
Like, even when he was running away from Sheamus, going up to the front entrance or whatever,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he totally just fucking did it too early before those guys came out. So
Yep.
then Sheamus had to
And-
fucking drag him along.
Yeah, that's where, you know, hey, send him down to NXT so he can learn.
Yep.
Like,
And
if he
he's
was in
not
AEW
ready.
right now, he'd be wrestling matches on Dark and probably losing.
Mhm.
Or he'd be in a tag team with Brock Anderson. Like, I
I
know,
was gonna say QT Marshall.
yeah, he'd be in the factory. I don't know.
QT.
He's not for me. You should not be beating the gold standard Shelton Benjamin and AJ Mother effing Styles on national television. And I don't
put
care
him on Mount
that he's a
Rushmore.
heel and it's the heat. No,
It's
it's
not the heat.
Omos choke slamming Johnny Gargano, Johnny fucking wrestling. No. Nope. But like Young Wolf said, Balor versus Styles is going to be a banger. Yes, it will.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's a dream match, dude.
Like
It's
that,
hard to think
I
about it
can
like
almost
that.
see that just being like, hey, you wanna like do this New Japan style and just like blow everybody's
Mhm.
minds. You know what I mean?
And I
Yeah.
think Trips would let him do it.
Yeah.
Speaking of
That's-
that, great
Old,
segue.
Machine Gun. I saw it.
Yeah, Mr. Machine. The Good Brothers are going to New Japan.
December 14th.
Yep.
Oh, really? I didn't see
And-
that yet.
Yes. So like, how do we feel about obviously the landscape of everything nowadays? Like,
I'm
if
loving
that
it. Like,
if that
please
could
keep it
open
going.
up so many doors.
Please keep going.
Do we ever see it going AEW and WWE though?
It's gonna be a while to
Do
me.
you think so?
I think that there's I don't know that would
Is-
take a lot to get that deal done. Like
Yeah.
there would have to nobody could be the loser in that. You know what I mean? Like they're
Right.
As long as AEW still thinks they're competition to WWE in terms of like they're trying to be on the same level.
right.
I mean, they are competition in a sense, but they're not WWE by any measure yet.
And here's one thing that I've kind of noticed recently because I'm like, why do these two shows feel so different aside from the in-ring and storytelling's like the production of it? Because Kevin Dunn, he loves his camera cuts every 4 seconds.
Yes.
And like there's that, and just the way the pacing of the show, the way it's filmed, like it's all different. And like that's why those matches, like in WWE, are a certain way, is because of the way they're filmed. Like AEW can do all this stuff because they literally have like 4 cameras filming everything. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
whereas WWE has 16,000 and we're all over the place.
It gives me a headache.
But yeah, like Young Wolf said, I mean, egos are definitely going to get in the way. And like I said, there can't be a loser. Like, I'm fine if they do a super show, and, you know, or super card, whatever you want to call it, and they just 50-50 book it down the whole thing. Fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, no titles are on the line. None of that. Just give us a bunch of dream matches. Do it, please.
Could you
You would make
imagine
so much goddamn money.
pay-per-view buy-ins for that
You could do that. What's the stadium with the largest
capacity?
seating? Yeah, do it there.
It had to be a collegiate.
Do it at
stadium.
fucking Wembley in the United Kingdom. Like, I don't know.
Yes.
I just they would make so much freaking money off that. I mean, you would have millions and millions and millions of pay-per-view buys plus the gate.
I gotta say though, I'm afraid to see WWE fans and AEW fans in the same vicinity.
Oh, it'd be terrible,
Civil War.
Hardcore versus hardcore.
buddy. It
Oh.
wouldn't. That's the thing. They would almost need to like section it off. Like,
Yeah.
you would legitimately need to have like gates. Like,
It'd be-
hey, how pro WWE or AEW are you? Okay, you go over here. You go over here.
Yeah, it'd be like a
dude,
European
people would be
soccer
Survey
match.
kicked
before you buy the
out.
ticket.
People would be getting kicked out left and right. They really
Yeah.
would. Also, that reminds me, at Full Gear, did you guys see that? The fan getting kicked out?
Mm.
I saw the
did that-
crowd reaction.
Did anything ever come of that? I feel like the crowd was staring for like ever.
I thought I saw something on Twitter about an interaction with a female, and he was somebody being in the press section that wasn't supposed to be there, making a pass at a woman, and her being like, "Leave me alone," and it
Okay.
kind of escalating from there.
Yeah, because
And
we
I'm
were
like-
getting like a "fuck that guy" chant. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he must have done something real shitty.
I hate it when that happens because it just completely overshadows the match.
Well, that's what I felt. I felt like they were literally, because that was during the tag team match.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
yeah.
I felt like they were staring at that guy for a solid like 3 or 4 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck,
What are they looking at?
Literally, fuck that guy. Watch the match in front of you.
yeah.
It's amazing how much like one thing that could happen and everybody's just like
Oh,
one person out of 17,000 is just
Yeah, I don't know.
everybody
It's-
just looks.
That crowd was
proverbial
weird.
Turd in the
anyway,
punch
so-
bowl.
I'd be in that stadium coughing, dropping the
Coffin
WWE
dropping
marks.
WWE marks.
You're
That's
the
what
problem.
Darby'd be doing. Darby'd be just in the crowd, just fighting people.
Do
Just
you guys have like
toe-paying.
a dream WWE AEW match that you would like to see?
that? I mean, that's a tough one.
I'm gonna need some time for that.
Sheamus and Brody King.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Give me that all day long.
That's a good
Mm.
one.
Yeah.
I could like to
can't
see
think of
Sheamus
one
with
either.
quite a few people. With Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be good too.
Bucks versus Usos is an easy one.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Bucks versus Usos. I was gonna say Briscoes. Well, they're
What about-
technically ROH.
Street Profits, though.
Oh, Street Profits versus Bucks, or really? I mean,
Street Profits versus like Private Party or
Lucha Bros.
okay. Here's one I want. Give me Roman Reigns, not in this dumbass character he's in right now. Give me the guy that I know knows how to wrestle, and
he
let
really
him wrestle
said
like
dumbass character.
dude. It's I hate the slow plotting shit. It drives me insane. I don't need this omniscient.
Wow.
I'm a god. I don't have to do it. Whatever.
I got to be honest
Um,
though, it's refreshing as fuck to hear that because everybody I'm
Oh, I
not that
know.
I'm bashing
I'm
them,
in
but
the
there's a
minority
complete
for
echo
sure.
chamber about Roman
Everybody
Reigns
loves
and-
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Loves him. I can't stand it. I
Yeah.
personally am very, very bored with it. The only reason I like Bloodline stuff right now is because of Sami Zayn and the Usos. That's
Mhm.
it.
That's
Sami Zayn has made
Fair.
them fucking relevant again. Like, let's be
Yep.
real. Oh wow,
Yeah.
it was against Denise. Ooh, yeah, definitely fuck that guy. Denise is a national treasure, you piece of shit.
Okay. Is that Hollywood Denise?
Yeah, Hollywood, Denise Salcedo.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
So
awesome.
is that what
She's,
it is that what it was?
that's what Young Wolf said. I believe the situation was towards Denise Salcedo. She told her story on Instagram. Oh man, I
Okay.
missed that.
I guess he just he
Um,
talked some shit about Taylor Swift or something.
Probably.
Oh Lord.
He's probably waving Taylor Swift tickets in her face, like,
Yeah.
haha.
You
You got
can
a
have
30-year
'em.
mortgage on these.
But yeah, I mean that's a good one. Young Wolf, Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Have they done that before? Have they done that? They ever face off in New Japan?
no, it was supposed to, and then Styles went to
WWE before it
WWE.
happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's got to be on the card.
Yeah, I mean like Kenny versus like half the roster, like
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, really.
Seth
Really.
Rollins versus Kenny. You know,
Seth Rollins and Hangman. Ooh,
Yo,
Hangman
give
and
me-
Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be
I like
good.
that. Yeah, I would say give me
John
Dante
Moxley
Martin.
versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, you got to do a triple threat,
Oh.
Oh,
triple threat Shield that
the
we never got.
Shield. Oh my god, yes. Holy
There it
And
shit!
is.
like with them all
what
as
I mean?
champions
That's
too.
your
Like
headliner.
This
give
shit's so much
me-
fun, man.
John Moxley for one night. John Moxley holding the AEW title, Reigns and Rollins holding each of the WWE titles. Triple threat, not for the
Let's
titles,
go.
just everybody walking in as champion. Like
Just for
hey, look
bragging
where we are
rights.
now.
And AEW's like, they're outnumbered. That's our
Yeah,
only guy.
yeah. Like they're
Yeah.
the smaller, technically the smaller. Oh, that'd be so. I just got goosebumps a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
so
it's so
great.
good. Book it. TK
I actually
and
like
Triple H.
I like this. Man, if they actually fucking did that, I would
Oh, dude. Imagine that could be your main event. You would make so much goddamn
Yes.
money on that.
Yep, that's your headliner, man.
So much.
I was about to say something more inferior. Like I was gonna say Dante Martin versus Montez Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Yes.
Damn.
please.
Flying all over the ring.
Yeah.
Man.
Street
I wish
Okay.
people would
Lucha
just settle their
Bros.
fucking differences.
Lucha Bros versus New Day.
Oh. Yeah.
Lucha Bros versus
Yeah.
Usos. Lucha Bros versus Street Profits. FTR versus a
Oh, that's a good
Much
one,
more-
Young Wolf.
there shit.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Read
Yes,
it to me.
please. Rey Mysterio versus Bandito.
Oh.
Hell, Rey
Yes.
Mysterio versus Rey Phoenix. Let's go.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, Battle of the Rays. Let's
Battle
go.
of the
Yeah.
Rays.
That,
The Rey
that writes
Wars.
itself. Writes itself. God, I could go on about this on it. We're gonna have to do a completely separate show, just booking
would
an
be
AEW
great.
Supercard. Let's do that.
I feel
soon,
like-
please.
I feel like
Yeah.
we should like write down the notes of what we can think of.
Yes,
Supercard.
just fantasy book an AEW WWE Supercard. Yes.
I'd be like, all right, Big Rig, what do you got? And you're like, well, I got, and then yeah, that'd be great.
Throw
That'd be
some New
great.
Japan in there. Like Okada shows up out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Jay White,
Matt Cardona. Tyrus.
Matt Cardona.
Tyrus.
If
Let's bring
Matt
Tyrus
Cardona
in.
shows, did you see his thing today where he just did the Matt Cardona logo and then the caption just said buzzer sound, and I'm like, he's
No.
such a fucking douchebag. I love him.
Yes.
He's awesome. Like, just I love how much of a troll he is. It's
He's
great.
such a fucking troll, man.
Hey, he
And
made
shout out
something
to
of
him
himself,
though
dude.
for putting my shit up on his page. That was really cool.
He did, yeah. He
that's
put him on
awesome.
his story a couple times. That was awesome.
Um,
But yeah, let's please plan that soon because that would be amazing. I'm really excited to see what Brando's picks would be for that. Chris
Yes.
Jericho versus literally everyone.
Chris Jericho
Um,
versus the entire WWE roster.
Yes,
Jericho goes over.
and
yeah,
he
Jericho would go
will
over.
He will submit them all with a different hold.
1,000
Hold number 712, armbar.
armbar.
Has faced Phoenix Bandito. Yeah, I know, technically, but I would like
Was
to
that
see
all
that
in?
on. No, he faced. Who did he face it all in?
Who?
I feel like that was some weird. He was like with Hangman or something. No, hold on.
Was it Rey Mysterio and the Lucha Bros?
Hold on. I'm gonna check real quick.
Would we? Do you think we're gonna get an
What
all in?
match?
Another one?
Mm.
Or is that just a one time?
Oh, it was Ray. They were all a team. It was Ray Phoenix, Bandito, and Rey Mysterio in a trios match against Matt, Nick, and Golden Elite,
I never
Kota
saw
Ibushi, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson versus Ray Phoenix, Bandito, and Rey Mysterio.
I never seen that.
All in was a vibe, man.
Yeah, Young Wolf. So that's the other reason I can't wait for a streaming service, because All In was technically property of ROH Library. So now
Right.
TK owns it, and I want to watch it so bad. You had Nick Aldis versus Cody Rhodes for the NWA
Yeah.
title.
Oh yeah.
That was the Forbidden Door before the Forbidden Door was a thing.
Yep.
Ibushi, Bucks, and Mysterio and Lucha. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I don't know. There's so many.
Yeah,
Like,
we
I'm
could
trying
go
to
big
think.
one night.
Like, give me like God, who am I thinking of? Give me like Walter versus somebody. Like, give me Walter versus Kingston, just beating the absolute shit out of each other or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Walter versus Claudio.
yes,
Yo.
all day long.
I know he's not a favorite, but since they're two big guys, Lance Archer versus Braun.
Yes, do
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah.
Do it all day.
The monster of
Brian
monsters
Brian
versus the Murder
Cage
Hawk
versus
Monster.
Braun. I don't know. Battle of the Muscle Heads. Just like,
Brian Cage versus Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Ricky
That's a
Starks
good one.
versus Bobby Roode.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yep. We gotta make this shit up. We got to.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna plan that. Stay tuned, because that is absolutely happening. That's gonna be a really good one.
That's
I
gonna be
feel
fun.
like we'll talk about it later, but I feel like we should give ourselves a number limit, because we're gonna go on forever and ever. If
Yeah, like we.
we
you
do
know.
like 8 to 10 matches.
I would say 15.
Do 5 singles matches and like 3 tag matches and a couple trios or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got to think about women too, like Britt versus Becky or Charlotte or
Oh shit.
you know.
Yeah, we didn't even get into the women's division.
I personally would love to see Thunder versus Becky Lynch. I think that would be
Ooh,
really awesome.
Yeah.
That wouldn't
Personally.
be bad.
But yeah, you could do, I don't know.
Sheeta versus Asuka.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Asuka, I was texting Big Rig this earlier today when I was watching Raw, is how much more enjoyable I'm finding Asuka. Even her Japanese rants that I don't understand the lick of, they're still just entertaining. I don't know what she's saying, but I know, in the context of how she's saying it, I'm picking up what she's saying.
Baka, baka,
And
baka.
yeah, exactly. And it's entertaining. Like I said, it's like, what's changed? Like what's different about her that now I'm not, now I want to see more of her.
I mean, you know what I told you.
Yeah.
To me, it's because she's not, she's allowed to be herself, and she's not booked like a stereotypical foreigner.
Yeah, I was about to say she was booked like a caricature of a foreigner for the longest time.
And now she's just allowed to be like, yeah, she's goofy, but she can also beat the absolute shit out of people, and they let her do that.
Yeah, that match between her and Rhea was good.
Yeah, it really was.
They laid
Yep.
their shit in.
Yep. No, that's
100.
what the women's division needs. You know, they need some of these to put these women that are strong up against each other, and they main evented. You know, I thought that was great.
Mhm.
Good for them.
Ooh, you know what's would be a good one? Give me Jamie Hayter versus Bianca.
Ooh. Yeah.
I was gonna say Bianca versus Jade.
Yeah, but I feel like Bianca could carry that. Like
Jade
I
versus
understand like
Charlotte.
physically seeing, you know, they're both
Right.
ripped to shit and whatever. Like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm talking like in ring, two strong motherfucker. Give me Jamie and Bianca. That'd be good.
Yeah, because I usually base my booking off of if they are like the same body size.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Like
was saying
Nyla Rose.
Charlotte
I could see
versus-
Nyla Rose versus Tamina.
Yeah.
Nia Jax.
My
Yeah.
whole
We're talking about
Um,
wrestlers, right?
yeah. But that I think that's gonna do it for me. I was at
Yeah.
work all day and I still have yet to eat dinner. So
That's
I need to go
perfect.
do that.
That's perfect. Okay, guys. We're gonna end
Um,
it here.
well,
If you want to
we
plug
are
some shit up.
once again the Dad World Order podcast. You see it on Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin up there. Please go check out our channel. We just did an unboxing video, first one ever. So if it's terrible, please let us know. But we're probably going to be bringing you more stuff like that. I know we were talking about doing, which Pro, you can get in on this, doing like picking a wrestler and watching their top 3 matches and kind of doing a review of like those 3 matches type thing. So we're going to be doing that soon. Obviously we're live every Thursday, every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Got a lot more interviews coming your way, stuff lined up. So please give us likes, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. And
Help a dad
hopefully
out.
we're on here more. And Pro, obviously you're welcome.
Now you guys are pretty much, my best friends here now. So
Hey,
I've been on here twice.
I'm down with it. I was gonna say I talk to you and Nick at Wrestling for Life more than I do like my friends that I've known for 20 years. So
Hey, we're the 3 best friends that anybody could have.
we're the 3
Yeah.
best friends that.
And I wish
anyone could
Brando
have.
was here. He didn't have technical difficulties because he could have been on this conversation. But
Yeah.
unfortunately,
He wanted to be here. He's been itching to make a guest spot. He hasn't.
Yeah,
made a
we'll
guest
we'll
spot
get him
yet.
on here soon for sure.
He was here for a little bit. We got a shot of his foot, so that was nice.
We got it for free too. We didn't have to pay.
Yeah.
Like I picture every time Brandon gets on, like his thing's just gonna be like
That's it.
like the
That's what happened.
50-year-old middle-aged man on Facebook profile picture. Yeah. He
Hold on,
did
I'm
do
just
that.
trying to-
Okay, Brando, I love you, but this was one of the funniest things ever. He did do that like off cam one time. He was talking to us and he was just like this. So guys, yeah, like and like I don't think he realized like he was actually in frame, like he was just talking to us, and his just like his eye was like right on the camera. It was great. Love you, Brando, if you're watching.
Yeah. Shout out to Brando.
But yeah, shout out to Brando. But yeah, let's set it up.
All right. Sounds good. You guys, you are free to leave whenever you want. I'm gonna have a little heart to heart with the people here.
Okay.
Because I mean, as you guys know, my dad passed away like a year
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
I'll thank you guys personally for, coming to me at Big Rig, on Instagram and saying like, if you ever need somebody to talk to,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's amazing. I actually love the relationships that I built, meeting great people like you guys. It really means a lot. So yeah, 100%. And that
think
goes
that's the
for
biggest
everybody
thing.
who did that Go Blue for me. My dad was a huge Michigan fan, and he raised me to be that way. As much as you guys probably don't like it, so I know one of you is an Ohio State fan.
I'm in Kentucky, dog. You're safe with
Okay,
me.
there you go. Yeah,
Your blue and my blue don't.
So here's the
Well,
story,
that's
Mike.
all right.
I did not like. I saw him like keep posting the Go Blue thing, and I responded to him on Instagram, and I did the fuck Michigan, but the M was X'd out, and I didn't realize what it was for at first, and then I clicked on it, and I was like, oh shit. Like I feel like an ass.
Hello,
Hey,
foot,
it's
meat
all
mouth.
good.
But then he, kind of told me like, no, man, he loved, the competition. He would have loved stuff like that.
He
so then
loved
I
it, man.
sang,
He used to laugh at people from Ohio State that would come up and talk shit,
yeah.
like straight to
I
their
love
face.
that rivalry. I mean, I
Oh,
appreciate
yeah,
that
it's
rivalry.
great.
Not not having a dog in the fight. So, but
Dude, I had a
you know.
roommate in college that was a Michigan fan. Like we went at it all the time. It was awesome.
It's so awesome. But we got the
Which
big game this
I live for
weekend.
competition, so like anything like that is fantastic.
That's a beautiful thing in the wrestling community, though, man. Everybody so welcomes you with open arms. And, I've said it before. If you ever thought you had to watch wrestling alone again, all you got to do is get on YouTube, man. Somebody's watching wrestling and wanting to talk about it with you. So, and never, you can DM me at any point, man. Anybody that needs somebody to talk to. Big Rig's been there for me in the past. We all,
That's awesome.
everybody needs somebody to talk to, and I'm can't be too chauvinistic to admit you have feelings and have to deal with them because, that shit will eat you up.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry, dad rant.
No, that's amazing. Yeah, I have nothing really much else to say about it, but thank you.
Man. Like we said, and that, not just you, that could, like you said, that goes for anybody. Reach out, man. There's way too many things that happen. I mean, you just saw it with what was in the news with, like we talked on Sunday with Jason David Frank. Like, you never know what somebody's going through. And like Mike said, our DMs are always open. If you message us on Instagram, it's me. If you message us on Facebook, it's me or Mike, and Twitter is Mike. So just FYI, but we're always here no matter what. So yeah,
All
my
right.
dad rant.
One love.
That's right.
All right, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later, obviously.
Yeah. Thanks again for
but
having us, bro.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime, you guys are welcome. Anytime we can get a part 3 going. Anytime.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll have to join you for a watch along here at some point. We'll watch Dynamite together.
Oh yeah. Maybe next week when the holidays aren't so hectic for people.
Right. Yeah. No, I know we got a full day tomorrow. So
Daddy's gonna be in the kitchen tomorrow.
that's right.
Hell yeah. Here we go.
All
Time to
righty.
cook.
I'm just
All right.
shine in the smoke.
I'll see you guys tomorrow for Wednesday Night Dynamite. We're out.
Top
Thanksgiving,
dads
everybody.
out.
Junior watching Navi on my ex-strippers, new killers, shot, tell 'em, just on round up, on my